Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a beautiful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your comments, for your thumbs up, and thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for all you do to support this channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. And I want to shout out Opinionated Kitty, Dennis Morgan, Tanzonia Flakes, Empowered Selfishness, Texas to Mary Freedwoman, Venus Rose to Zero, who has just started a YouTube channel of her own. So shout out to Rose to Zero and Kendall Good. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. Today, I'm just going to tell everybody who we are. We are Black, we are American, and we are foundational to this country. America acknowledges that slavery started in this nation in 1619. It is now 2026, and America just celebrated 250 years of being a republic. So if slavery started in 1619, which is 407 years ago, and America recently acknowledged that it was celebrating 250 years of being a republic, that means that we were here before America was America. And that's not counting the people who were here before 1619. So that is why we call ourselves foundational, because we were here before America was America. So we are Black, we are American, and most of all, we are foundational to this republic. Okay? Now, this video is for people who feel the need to rename us, reframe us, or reassign us to a category that makes them feel better. Suddenly, we're technically something else. Suddenly, we are really part of another group. Suddenly, our identity is incorrect because it doesn't fit someone else's imported worldview. People love to act like Black Americans are confused about who we are. No, they are confused about who we are. And that confusion is not our responsibility. And I will say this as a point of clarity. There were in this country at the very beginning Native Americans, Black people who had come here from some other place at some other time, Europeans, and then the Africans who were brought here as enslaved persons. All of those people mixed together. They procreated with each other. They had relationships, bad or good, from time to time. And that's why we look the way we do. We look like what we've been through. Some of us are darker, some of us are lighter. Some of us are very dark, some of us are very light. But we look like what we've been through. Four groups of people mixed together to make foundational Black Americans. We don't look alike. We may not fit somebody else's view of what a Black person should look like, but that's what we are, because there are the white people and we are the Black people. And the white people have their strengths and the Black people have their strengths. Now, other people coming here at the last minute don't get to come here and change things because they think we ought to call ourselves this, or we ought to look a certain kind of way if we're going to call ourselves Black. You don't get to make that decision. You don't get to make that decision. We've already made the decision about who we are. So everybody else has to live with that. We've heard some wild stories about who we are supposed to be. Just for the people in the back, we are foundational Black Americans. We're not African immigrants. We're not Caribbean immigrants. We're not Black people who happen to live in America. We are a distinct lineage born out of a specific historical experience. And I think I speak for many Black Americans when I say we are not ashamed of our history. Our family members were enslaved in America and enslaved for a long time. But they weren't just slaving, they were working, they were building, they were shaping America. They shaped its culture, they shaped its labor force, they shaped its political movements, they shaped its music, language, and moral compass. We didn't wait for permission and we didn't wait for acceptance. We didn't even wait for understanding. We took what was meant to destroy us and turned it into identity, community, and legacy. That's why our Americanness is not fragile, is not borrowed, and it's not conditional. It's earned, paid for, and embedded in the DNA of this country. We are American in a way that nobody else is, not because we claim it, not because we want it, and not because we sound American, but because our bloodline is woven into the soil, the laws, the culture, the contradictions, and the evolution of this country. We are not guests and we are not visitors. We are not technically American and we are not African with an American accent. We are not diaspora cousins who need to be reclassified. We are Black Americans, a distinct people with a distinct history. And some people say, well, this is the white man's country. And absolutely, it's the white man's country, but it's our country too. It is the only country we know. It is the only country that we pledge to. It is the only country in which we have citizenship. We are Americans and we are America as much as anybody. Now, whether people understand this or not is irrelevant because we don't need their validation. Whether they accept it or not is also irrelevant. Whether they like it or not is certainly irrelevant because when we were trying to identify as African Americans, those of us who were Africans said with their full chest, we weren't African. We did not have any African culture. We were not born in Africa. We were not African. And we said, hold up, you are so right. That is the damn truth. We are not African. We are American. We are Black Americans, and that identity is not up for negotiation and it's not going to change because we always had the option of just being American. Okay, let me know what you think about the video and have a good day.